Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. So we almost have, yeah, we'll start the session today. So today we'll start with we'll start with our assignments review, and then we'll go to Selenium ID. Okay. I think so far whatever I have received, I'll go with the review. Anyone else pending to upload or pending to send or anything from your end? Still, I didn't see any improvement in the list. I could see the same count and same names. Okay. And meanwhile, if you guys want to upload, you can upload it. I'll start with Selenium ID then, because I want to review all at a time. So if you want to share those documents to your lead or Jyoti, you can share it right away. Maybe after this Selenium ID, I'll go with the review part. Okay, let me share my screen now. Okay, so last session we discussed about Selenium ID. Selenium introduction and the differences between Selenium and QTP or UFT, and why we are preferring Selenium than QTP or UFT right now in the market. So this is how the basic introduction we discussed, and we started discussion about Selenium IDE and how that installation works in the real time. Right, so let's see how this Selenium works in the real time and how we are going to make use of Selenium IDE features, and what are the important features that we have in Selenium IDE, and how can we use all those features in our programmatic part. Let's see in that perspective, and if you have any questions, please raise your question and let me know. Okay. Fine. So I hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Selenium IDE, last time we discussed that Selenium IDE is nothing but it's an integrated development environment where it acts like a plugin for Firefox browser, and the latest version supports both Chrome and Firefox. Even you can download that in Chrome as well as in Firefox. And I have shown you how to download the Selenium IDE to your Chrome browser. Right, even the same format, same process for Firefox as well. There is no change in that. You can make use of your Firefox browser, and you can download it to your Firefox browser, and it will display at the extension level. One second, the system got hanged. Okay, fine. Now, okay. So the main features of Selenium IDE, what are the important and main features of Selenium IDE we have? How it works, how can we make use of Selenium IDE features, right? So let's see how it works in real time. So there are few important features of Selenium IDE, as well as there are few drawbacks in Selenium IDE. So what are those important features and what are those drawbacks that we are having? Let's discuss those points, and then we'll move to the tool, and then we'll see how those advantages of Selenium IDE, the features of Selenium IDE works in the tool. One is record and playback. Record and playback. Record and playback. What is this record and playback? Record and playback means automation functionality, the functionality which you want to execute, the functionality which you want to execute, which you want to automate, that can be recorded, and you can play the same functionality a number of times. For this understanding purpose, I am just taking one example for you. Okay, maybe you can sync up with this example at every point so that you'll be able to understand what is the main point that I'm talking about. Okay, the best example will be, let me take one Gmail application. Okay, everyone knows about the login page of Gmail, and everyone knows how to log in into the Gmail application. right? So to log in into Gmail application, everyone should have username and password. Everyone should have username and password. Suppose for one user login, user must have one username and one password, right? One username cannot have two passwords or multiple passwords, right? Okay. So every user will have one username and one password to log in into the application. At the same time, suppose if I'm going to give you 10,000 usernames and passwords, 10,000 usernames and passwords, how much time it will take for you to log in with each username and password and validate all the 10,000 user IDs? Any rough idea? It will take more than, I can say it will take more than a week, right? Functionality is same. Login into the application is same. Login with username and password is same, but the data what we are entering will be different. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, repetitively you are working on the same functionality with different data sets. With different data sets or with same data sets, irrespective of that, but you are working on the same functionality for n number of times. N means 10,000 times here. So likewise, if you are working on the same functionality repetitively, in that case, automation comes into the picture. In that case, automation comes into the picture. Whenever you are automating a project, whenever you are automating a functionality, so that functionality has to be designed as part of a program. Whenever you are designing an automation script, that functionality should be equal to your program what you are going to design. A program means your automation script. But instead of writing the automation script manually, Selenium IDE is giving a feature to record your functionality. That means you can record your functionality, that functionality will be recorded, and you can execute the same functionality for a number of times. It will execute. That's one of the most important feature. If you want to execute 10,000 times, you can execute. No need to redesign again and again and again. Only one time designing of functionality is mandatory. Once you design that particular script for the first time perfectly, then no need to work on the script. Automatically that script can be executed a number of times. And second thing is export the Selenium IDE script to required programming language or scripting language format. So here in Selenium IDE, there is no concept of specific programming or scripting language. It will not design the program in any of the programming or scripting language. It will design in a table format, like a test case only. It will design like a test case only. It will design like a manual test case only, but I'll show you how to design that as well. But once you design the test case, you can export. That means you can convert that program. You can convert that Selenium IDE script into required programming language. You can convert that into Java, you can convert that into C#, Python, Perl, whatever programming language that you want to convert, you can convert it. What is the purpose of converting that into required programming language? You'll come to know. I'll show you what is the need of having that. Okay, so that you'll be able to understand the main theme of export functionality. So there are few more things we'll see in the tool directly, but there is one main disadvantage. One main disadvantage is we can call it as a parameterization. This is a technical term. Apart from that, we can say data-driven testing is not possible in Selenium IDE. What is meant by this data-driven testing? Here, I have mentioned one point. 10,000 usernames and passwords I have given, and I want you to test with each username and password. Here, you cannot pass all 10,000 usernames and password to Selenium IDE. You have to change that username and password data manually for each and every run. Okay, first time you executed with one username and password. Okay, executed. Second time, go and change the username and password in the script manually and then run. Third time, change the username and password, run. Likewise, you have to change that username and password. There is no chance of passing the data to your automation script and execute it automatically. So automatic data driven testing will not be possible. You cannot send the data to your Selenium IDE script directly. That's one of the biggest disadvantage we have here. Okay, so let me go to this Selenium IDE window. So those who wants to remind this process again, let me go to this one. Okay, extensions, Selenium IDE. Once you open Selenium IDE, there are 4 options. Record a new test in a new project, open an existing project, create a new project, close Selenium IDE. Everyone knows when we click on close Selenium IDE, the window will be closed. And the final link will be to learn more on Selenium IDE and how to use it. Visit this page they are saying. So if you click on this, it will navigate to the official website. It will navigate to the official website. Here you can see Chrome download, Firefox download, latest zip. Even you can download the zip and you can install it. So web ready, easy debugging, cross browser execution. That means you can execute it in different browsers. That means Chrome and Firefox. So ready to use IDE, resilient test. So whatever the information you'll have here will be more than enough to learn what is Selenium IDE. Control flow, you can control that as well. And then plugins will be available. So you can just go through this one. So you can see this one, docs. So documents are available. So how to install and how to launch. Okay, and then API. So what is API? How we can add that, and then plugins, extra plugins that are required for this one. So I have added this, and then required blog and help documents are available for this one, right? So you can just go through this one. I'm navigating the tool again. So there are 4 options. Record a new test in a new project, open an existing project, create a new project, close Selenium IDE. First option is record a new test in a new project. That means first option and third option both are almost similar. I'm not saying both are same, both are similar, I am saying. So what is the difference between first option and third option? What is the difference between first option and third option? I'll go to third option first, and then we'll explain you about this one, first one. Okay. Observe it very carefully. I clicked on create a new project. Once I click on create new project, it is asking me to enter the project name. I am just entering QA 2022. I'm just clicking on OK. Once I click on OK, you can see this window has been created. So on top of the screen, you can see the project name. If you want to edit the project name, you can click on this and you can edit it. And then bottom of the screen, you can see a drop down test suite and executing. I'll explain you what is meant by these three terminologies. And these are shortcut menu: run all tests, run current test, play step by step. And this is a test execution speed you can see. And at the end, you can see disable breakpoints, pause on exceptions, record option. And this is a test case window. And this is a command window. And at the bottom, you can see log and reference. Log and reference. 1 second. Okay, this is the main window of Selenium IDE. Whatever the operations that you are going to perform, you are going to operate here only. And one more thing, any minor modification, even a very minute modification you are going to perform here, you have to save it every time. You have to save the complete script every time. Before going to design the script, I want you to understand what is meant by tests, what is meant by test suite, and what is meant by executing here. Executing anyways, this is just a status. How many scripts are executing, how many are passed, and how many are failed. This is just a status. We can see it on live. But what is meant by test and what is meant by test suite? We are already aware of this. Let me go to one step backward here to manual testing. So in manual testing, we usually call it as a test case. And before that, on hierarchy note, we can call it as a test scenario. Test scenario, test case. The other terminologies of test scenario or test case is here test package, test suite, test group. So these are the other terminologies that we are having. These terminologies can be used in the automation perspective. Whenever we are automating a project, we can use these terminologies. But in manual testing, we generally call it as a test scenario. We generally call it as a test scenario. At the same time, for test case, we are having the name called test script test. Test script test. So if we are calling this as a test, then we are having multiple test cases that we have. In manual testing, we usually call it as a test case, but in automation point, we are going to call it as a test scripts or tests. Right? Terminology is different, but overall concept is same. I hope you understand my point now. Anyone have any questions till now?
No questions.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here, when you open the drop down, so tests and test suites are available. As per hierarchy, which one is first here? Scenario is first here. That means test suite is first here. Here, there is no rule that you have to create test first and then you have to create suite, or else you have to create suite first and then you have to create test. There is no rule like that. It's up to you. Whichever you want to create, you can create it. But you can see the end result. If you want to create it in a hierarchy model or hierarchy based kind of thing, then you can see, then you can see. Okay, so if you want to create a test, you can create it. And if you want to create a suite, you can create it. But make sure you are going to give the proper naming convention while creating either test or test suite. anything would be fine, but naming convention, proper naming convention is naming thing is mandatory for every kind of point. Okay, so let us see how this can be executed, how this can be created, and I'll show you how it works in the real time. Okay, I'm selecting tests. So already one test with untitled has been created. If you want to create another test into the list, you can just click on this plus icon. Another test will be created. You need to give the test name, test case name. I'm just giving the name called dummy. Click on add, the dummy will be added. If you want to rename this untitled one, go to the option, click on rename, and you can give it as dummy2. If the name is already exist, then it is going to pop up a message saying test case with this name already exists. I'm just giving dummy 1 or 2. Click on rename. The test case has been renamed. When the test case is being renamed, you can see the star mark here. Even at the project also, you can see the star mark. The star mark indicates you haven't saved the project yet. You have to save it. Okay, you have to save it. So once the project is being saved, it will be saved into your local system. Okay, that I'll show you. But these are the test cases that I have created. If you want to create another test case, you can create it. N number of test cases can be created. N number of test cases can be created. N number of test cases can be created. But as per this logic, whatever the logic that I have explained, first scenario should be there. Inside scenario, we need to have test cases. As per the logic, first scenario should be there, and then inside that scenario, we will have a number of test cases. If we want to go with the same rule or same logic, you can navigate to test suite. Nothing will be there, only default suite will be available. Default suite will be available. This dummy one, which is already created during creation of project only, we just renamed it, right? So that's the reason that dummy one by default entered into this default suite. By default entered into this default suite. If you want to change the name of this default suite, you can change it. I'm just changing it to login as a suite name. Okay, into this login we have dummy one. I want to add one more test case. What is another test case that we have here? Dummy. I want to add this dummy to the suite. Go to the suite, click on these options, click on add test, select dummy, and click on select. Automatically that list will be added here. Okay, to be very to understand it very clearly, let me create another 2 test cases here. Okay, so that I'll show you how that suite can be created again. Okay, I'm just creating dummy 2, and then I'm creating dummy 3. I'm creating dummy 4. Okay, dummy 1, dummy 2, dummy 3, dummy 4. I have 5 test cases here right now, right? So but only dummy and dummy 1 are included in the suite. Dummy and dummy 1 are included in this login suite. Okay, I have another suite. I'm going to create it now. The suite name will be my account. I'm just giving. Click on add. So in this my account, there are no test cases, right? I want to add test cases to this suite. Click on add test. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can add 2, 3, 4 here. You can add 2, 3, 4 here. Okay, if you want to add even dummy and dummy 1 also, you can add it. Even 2, 3, 4, you want to add it into login, you can add it. There is no restriction for that. But to make it very clear at the suite level, or to understand it very clear at the suite level, you have to make use of the suites perfectly. You have to make use of the suites perfectly. Okay, that's how tests and test suites are going to be created. But creation of test suite and test case is very easy task. Everyone will be able to understand, but how the scripts can be created, how the automation scripts can be created, how the Selenium IDE scripts can be created, how this scripting part can be used, and what are the options that are available at the scripting part. Let's see them now. So based on that, you will be able to understand this creation of suite and test manually, how it is going to perform. I'm selecting dummy now. I'm just creating the test case. So to make it very clear, I'm removing the remaining test cases for now. Now I have only dummy. Okay, you can go to suits and you can see this will be completely blank. Nothing will be there. Only dummy will be there. Only dummy will be there. Now go to test, select dummy. I don't have any test case right away, right? I want to design a test case. I want to design a test case. There are three options here. Once the test case design is completed, I will let you know what is meant by command, what is meant by target, and what is meant by value. What is meant by command, what is meant by target, and what is meant by value. So to record, to design or to record, recording is an automatic step where you can click on start recording option. Baby. Sorry guys. This my son is taking that USB cable and keeping it in a power plug, power point. Okay. Fine. So I have selected this dummy test case, and there are two options here. One is expert level option, second one is basic option. Basic option in the sense you don't know how to design a test case, you don't know how to design a test script, and you don't know anything about what is meant by command, target, and value, right? So option will be you have to record and you have to see the test case. Second one is I know what is meant by command, I know what is meant by target, and I know what is meant by value. I can just entering it manually. I can design the test script manually. Two options will be there, but primary option will be recording and playback, as I mentioned. So click on record. It will ask you to enter the URL. Okay, just take one URL. I'm considering let me check this website if this can be useful or not. Okay, fine. I'm just considering this website. I'm giving this URL here. Okay. Immediately, once I click on start recording, it will open Google Chrome browser and it will open this URL. Okay. So anyone, can you please let me know why it opens only Google Chrome browser when I click on start recording button? Anyone have any idea?
The Selenium was
Go ahead. Selenium has
pinned in only Google Maps.
no. Your point, maybe you have to analyze it more. Installation happened even in both Firefox and Chrome. From where you have opened that Selenium ID is the important point here. Doesn't matter if you install this Chrome, if you install the Selenium ID in Google Chrome browser or Firefox browser, you installed it in both. Okay, but Selenium ID, if you open it through Google Chrome browser, automatically when you click on start recording, it will open Google Chrome browser. If you open Selenium ID from Firefox browser, it will open Firefox browser while recording the script. Okay, Understood?
Sir.
Yeah. I'm clicking on start recording. If you can see at the bottom of the screen, Selenium IDE is recording. So the browser has opened. I'm maximizing it. Selenium IDE is recording. And then I'm clicking on Python tutorial here. And then I'm navigating to interview questions, clicking on testing interview questions. And then going to programming quizzes, clicking on Selenium quiz. Okay, done. That means I clicked on 3 links in this page. Going back to Selenium IDE, and I'm clicking on stop recording. And I'm clicking on stop recording. You can see all the actions, whatever I have performed in this website has been mentioned here. Open, this is the website I have opened. So techbeamers.com/Selenium Python test suite unit test. And I have maximized the browser. When I maximize the browser, the window resolution has been recorded. And mouse over, I navigated to one of the mouse point, and then I clicked on one link, I clicked on second link, and I clicked on third link. And then I stopped the recording. If you want to execute it, you can execute it. Run this one. Select this test case, click on run. You can see it now. Preparing to run your test. Navigate to this page. It navigates to this site. See error, one error. Failed. That means it was failed to navigate to this page. It was failed to navigate to this particular link. Why it is failed? Technically, you can observe here. Implicit wait timed out after 30,000 milliseconds. That means it almost check whether this particular target value is available or not. Target value is available or not. 30 seconds it is waiting for this Python tutorial. If it is not able to find out, automatically it says it is failed. It says it is failed. Let's see how to figure out this issue. Is there any possibility to fix this issue? Let's see all those points. And meanwhile, any questions in recording process, even if you have login functionality, you have to click on record button and you have to open that URL, click on login button and enter username and password. All those steps you have to follow, and once you enter all those details, automatically that login is going to happen. The same functionality will be recorded here like this: command, target, and value.
Can you repeat recording process?
Yeah, I'll take another script for recording process once again. I'm going to stop the execution. Okay, execution already stopped. I'm going to create another script, how to record and all, and I'll show you the script which is having value also. I'm entering the script name as login. Okay, now I'm going to take another website. Which one we can take? Do we have any search? Okay, here we have search. Okay, I'm just considering the same website. Data entry field is available, no? Yeah. Click on record. It will navigate to this website. Maximize the window. It is taking time to load. Yeah. So the complete page has been loaded. Click on this search icon, enter test automation, click on enter. So this has been loaded. That means the results are populated. Navigate back to IDE, click on stop recording. Recording has stopped. Now, first understand what is meant by command, what is meant by target, and what is meant by value. What is meant by command, what is meant by target, and what is meant by value. Okay, what is meant by command, what is meant by target, and what is meant by value. One important point that I want to tell you here is, without this target, you cannot design single automation script, not only in Selenium IDE. Okay, without this target, whatever the target that you are seeing, without this target, you cannot even design single automation script. Not only in Selenium IDE, even in WebDriver also, you cannot even design single automation script. Why? Because this concept in Selenium WebDriver is called elements or locator concept. Elements or locators. We will discuss when we start with Selenium WebDriver, but just remember that elements or locators is the main concept that we are going to have in Selenium WebDriver, which is equals to target column in Selenium IDE. Okay, that means whenever we are performing some action, whenever we are performing some action, here you are seeing command, here you are seeing target, and here you are seeing value. Let us understand how this command works, how this target works, and how this value works in the automation script, Selenium IDE script. Okay, command, target, value. Anyone have any idea on what is meant by command and what is meant by comment? Any idea on what is meant by this one? What is meant by command and what is meant by comment? No idea.
To do order something is called command,
Okay.
and command is nothing but to give a, the action should be done. Action should be done.
Action should be done is called comment. COMMENT.
It's what action should be done.
Okay. Command.
The action should be doing.
Okay, I understand your point. Okay, nice. That's correct, but okay. Technically and non-technically, we'll try to understand what is the difference here. Technically, command and comment is nothing but, command is nothing but an executable format. Executable format of program. And comment is nothing but a non-executable format. Okay. In general, if you want to understand what is meant by command and what is meant by comment, the point you said, the action which we are script is performing. Comment is nothing but describing the action, what we are script is performing. Comment, we are just commenting that. We are just commenting that. Commenting doesn't have any kind of action that is going to perform, right? We are just commenting that, okay, this looks good. That is a comment. Whether it is looking good or whether it is performing good, whether the action that it is going to perform is good or not, based on the action we can tell. Based on the action we can tell. So command is always in an executable format, which means the action is going to perform at the programmatic level. Comment is nothing but it is just a description. We are describing that what action it is going to perform. What action it is going to perform, we are just describing that. It's not, it is called comment. Understood? Any questions here?
No, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. And then going to target now. Once we'll see the command there in the Selenium IDE script. See here. So command column, if you can observe, open. What is meant by open? What is meant by set window size? What is meant by click? What is meant by type? What is meant by send keys? What are all these? These are all commands. These are all the actions that script has performed. Open means what it is going to open? You don't know, right? So that's one of the main reasons Selenium IDE has given one best feature. If you can select this action, particular command, and go to this reference, you can see the description. You can see the definition of the selected command. Opens a URL and waits for the page to load before proceeding. This accepts both relative and absolute URLs. I'll let you know what is meant by relative and absolute in future, or not right away. But just whatever the first point that you are seeing here, this can be understandable, right? Opens a URL and waits for the page to load before proceeding. Before performing the actions, it opens a page and it wait to load the complete web page. It will wait to load the complete web page. And at the same in the same format, if you can select set window size, sets the browser window size including browser's interface. That means if you open the browser at smaller size, if you want to make it bigger, it will set the window size. Okay, click on the target element. So there are 8 type of target elements. For your information, there are 8 type of target elements. 8 type of target elements. One is link, another one is button, checkbox, radio button, text field, drop down. So there are 8 type of fields which are available for us. But each and every type of field will be associated with this target value. Each and every fields are being associated with this target value. Maybe you'll get complete information when we discuss about elements or locators in detail, but still try to understand how this works. So target is something like what action that we are going to perform at the browser level is nothing but target. Okay, 1 minute, I have some background noise. Okay. So target, what is meant by target? Target is nothing but, see, generally you have to think about scripting point of view, programmatic point of view. Don't think about general human language perspective, because programmatically the scripting will be different, and theoretically understanding by human terminology will be different. Let's say simple example, I'm just taking the same script as an example here. I'm just navigating to this website. Okay, this is the website which we took, right? So as a human beings, we will be able to understand on which button we are clicking. We are clicking on search and we are entering the text, and what text that we are entering, we know. And we are opening the drop down and we are clicking on testing interview questions. That means we know what it is going to happen if we click on that particular link. If we click on this one, testing interview questions, it will go to the page where it is having QA related interview questions. If you click on Python tutorial, you'll come to know what are the Python related concepts that we are going to have. That means as a humans, we'll be able to understand what is going to happen based on the link which we are going to click. But as a script, as a programming, as a thing where we are using as an interface, Selenium IDE, it will not understand the human language what we are doing here. It will not understand the human language what we are using here, whatever the language that we are using here. So that's the reason so as per our understanding, like as a human language, if we are talking, other person will also be able to understand what we are talking. But programmatically, if we can speak, no one will be able to understand what program that we are talking, right? So whenever you are designing automation script, not only in Selenium IDE, even in WebDriver, even in Qtp, even in any automation tool that you are going to use in your real time, those automation tools will never understand the human terminology that we are using. That's one of the main reason it creates a concept called target or element or locator. Targets or element or locator. So what is this target or element or locator? That means whatever the action that we are going to perform. So for Selenium IDE, suppose I want to search one value by clicking on this search icon, and I want to enter some text. This is the functionality that I want to perform. So whenever I'm going to record the script through Selenium IDE target will be open this URL. This URL will be the target for Selenium IDE, and clicking on this search window, clicking on this search icon is the target for Selenium IDE, and entering text into this text field is target for Selenium IDE. Once you enter text and click on enter button is the target for Selenium IDE. Likewise, it is going to consider the technical target terms whenever automation script is going to be designed. Now, try to relate the same example with your Selenium IDE script now. If you can go to Selenium IDE, see here, open, this is the URL. Open, this is the URL, it has opened. And set window size, this is a window size that it has been set. If you can see this one, click CSS is equals to icon magnifier, some random symbol, special character, SVG. That means this is the name which has been allocated for this icon, for this search icon. It is clicking on this one. It is clicking on this one. And then if you can see the next option, click ID is equals to ocean-search form-1. That means it is going to place the cursor here. And next option will be, okay, where it is, yeah. Next option will be once you enter some random text and click on enter button. If you can see the script, the search we have entered is test automation, and the last one is when we click on enter button, it is being recorded, but the commands are differed here. Whenever we enter the text, it is saying that it is type whenever we hit the enter button, it is saying that we send some keys. Like enter button is nothing but it's a key. So that's the reason when we hit the enter button, it is considering it as send keys. You can observe the same format when we execute the script. I'm just executing this one. It is navigating to that website. It is clicking on search icon. It is entering the text. Click on enter. The results are going to display. Right? You can see that script is completely passed. All the steps are passed. This is the old one. This is the one which we have executed. Let me clear this again. Logs are cleared. Nothing is available here. I'm re-executing the same script again. Navigating to the website, click on search icon. It is going to enter the text. Click on enter button. Done. Selenium IDE started debugging this browser. Completed. And you can see the result at the bottom. Login completed successfully. Login completed successfully. Right? At what time the script execution has started? You can see 9:7 our time 9:17 seconds it has started. Script execution needed 9:117. That means it took 10 seconds to execute the complete script. It took 10 seconds to execute the complete script. If you want to make the execution speed as already it is faster. Okay, fine. If you want to make it very slow, you can mark it as slow and you can see the time as well. I'm just clearing the log, executing the same script again, navigating to that website, search icon, enter the text, click on enter. Completed. Done. You can see the timing now. It started around 9 to 9 seconds and it was ended up around 9 to 9:33. That means it took almost like 24 seconds it took. Earlier it took only 10 seconds to complete the execution. Now it took 24 seconds to complete the execution. So all that number of seconds and all depends on the execution speed. The execution speed that we are going to have. Right? Any questions up to here? And the final one here is the value column. Value. Value is nothing but whatever the keyboard actions that you are going to perform. Keyboard actions means whatever the text that you are going to enter, that will be a keyboard option. Whatever the whatever the keyboard entries that you are going to perform, whatever the actions that you are going to perform, whatever the keys that you are going to press on the keyboard, everything will be considered here. So value in the sense, not only the text that you have entered, whatever the actions that you are performing from the keyboard, whatever the actions that you are going to perform from the keyboard, everything will be recorded under the value. Everything will be recorded under the value. It's a simple thing. If you click on something, nothing will be recorded under the value. If you type or if you send something, then only the value will be shown under the value column. So observe here. So click doesn't have anything. Click doesn't have anything. Type is nothing but what you have typed. Send keys is nothing but what you have done in the keyboard. So here, if you select click or if you select any command what you have listed down here, bottom of this window, bottom of this table, you can see it is going to populate. It is going to populate. So here, if you select open, open will be populated. Target is the target will be populated. For this, no value is there. Nothing has been displayed. But if you want to describe what is this particular first statement of this particular script. You can describe this. Opens the URL in Google Chrome browser. So that means this description will be displayed at the first line. If you place the cursor here, that will be changed. This is a comment. That's what I have asked you. What is the difference between command and command? Command and comment. Okay. So even though you have described this particular line, it will get executed because you are just describing it. You are just describing it. But I want this line should not be executed. So how can we do that? I do not want to see this line to be executed, or else I do not want to see this line to be executed. Let's say I just want to ignore this one. If you want to ignore this one, here you have an option. If you click on this option, this will not get executed. You can see I'm going to execute this right away. Done. This is not executed. See at the bottom of the screen in the log, you can see 1 second is not there. 3, 4, 5, 6. If you uncomment this one and re-execute the same thing, at the bottom of the screen, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 steps are executed. Right? Any questions up to here? Any questions? Are we clear? Fine. So I'm going to stop this Selenium IDE now. I'll continue with our test cases review now. So Selenium IDE, there are few more things that we need to discuss. Not few more things, there are many more things here. We are having all the list of options that we need to discuss, and we need to discuss about these options as well. And then we need to discuss about the options at test suite, and we need to discuss about this one, breakpoint, and then pause on exceptions, and saving this option, and how to open the project, existing project, and all we need to discuss. Maybe next session we are going to discuss about those points. And now I'm going to continue with our test cases review, what we have designed so far. Meanwhile, Jyoti, did you receive any other test cases from the candidates yesterday or day before? Jyoti K.
Yes.
Uh,
Yesterday I received 2 profiles from Pravalika and Sri Chandana. I uploaded it.
you uploaded. Okay, fine then. So let me share my screen, and we'll see how this test case. Naveen Sahita. Okay. Okay, I'm just going with the name, what I'm seeing on the screen. Okay, I just clicked on Bhargav. Bhargav, just review. I'll open this window for a couple of minutes. Let me know if you want to change something. Okay, so these are the mistakes that I have identified after sharing this document. What are those? Instead of giving me that comments directly, let me know what we can give. What is the feedback on your test case? What changes that are preferred? Did you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No changes? Is everything looks good?
Yes. Nice. If any corrections, please.
Okay, fine. First of all, as I mentioned, the test case is nothing but it's a kind of important document where we are navigating the end user, where we are leading the end user. That means we are helping the end user to execute the functionality in the stepwise format what we have mentioned here. Okay, so whenever we are giving such kind of information, the representation should be, once again, there is no rule that you have to represent your test case in the same color format or in the same color coding, but representation is our duty to make this document in a colorful format. Okay, first point. Second point, whenever you design the test case, the alignment, look and feel, the content, the format should be consistent. Okay, in one cell we have written the text in one format, in another cell we have written the text in another format. No, it will not the suggestible thing that a kind of representation. First point that I want to tell here is, if you can see, don't think that these are a very silly things, but still these are important things that you need to concentrate whenever you are designing as part of representation. I'm not talking about the content or functionality right now. I'm just talking about the representation first. Okay, so if you observe here, test scenario, here you have used a test underscore scenario, you have given space name. But when you come to scenario ID again, test space scenario underscore ID. So the consistency has missed. Okay. When you come to test case name, nothing is there. And then when you come to test case ID, everything is there. Okay. This kind of representation you have to change. Okay. It should be consistent. Content wise, spelling wise, good. But whenever you are, whenever you want to maintain that consistency, this should be maintained consistency. And one more thing here, one space is there before this Facebook. You can see there is a space. All the text should be in a single line. Okay, here test case, test scenario name, Facebook navigates to sign up. This is fine. But when you come to test case name, Facebook sign up, if you have any other different option, that would be appreciable. If you don't have, you can leave it now. Okay, and then scrolling down here, you are writing sign up automation, sign up test case, but prerequisite will be Facebook sign in account details. It's not sign in account details. The prerequisite will be the Facebook application should be up and running. That is the one thing. User should be ready with the information or the account details to perform the sign up action. Here, sign in word should not come into the picture because you are doing sign up.
Yes.
After sign up, you can use sign in as a prerequisite. But here, to perform sign up under prerequisite, sign in should not be there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is the second thing. And third one, Facebook URL in Google Chrome, click on sign up button. So here you can see this one, you can highlight it like.
Okay.
Here, observe this sign up, yes uppercase and U uppercase. Here also the same format should be there, and it should be either in double quotes or you should highlight this one. Right?
Yes.
Next one. Here URL is not required under test data. Navigate to Facebook sign up page, and here they should be aligned properly. This is center aligned and this is right aligned. And here enter first name, enter surname, click on next. Whatever the main actions that you are going to perform, enter is fine, but first name, F should be uppercase, N should be uppercase. Surname, S should be uppercase. Next, N should be uppercase. Like that, main label names will be there, right? So that should be highlighted.
I ask one question. In this test description,
Mhm.
we have to use in main functionalities like first name and surname.
Hmm.
Sign up, you can use in uppercase, sir.
That's what I'm saying. So if you see first name, the naming format, F should be uppercase, N should be uppercase. Whatever the naming format that you have in the Facebook application, the same thing you can copy and paste it here,
Okay, sir.
right?
Hmm.
Don't think that this is different and this is different. Okay. And one more thing, the format what you have used, just copy and paste it here, because if you observe here, enter first name, here there is a spell mistake and there is no space between first and name.
Hmm.
Okay. And one more thing, I already told how to go to the next line in this particular cell. Okay. Select this, place your cursor,
Enter.
click on Alt and click on enter.
Okay.
You can come to the next line. Okay. So update these things and reshare your document.
Sure.
Okay. The same thing, you just navigate to other sheets as well. And if any updates are required, update all those things and reshare the same document. Or else you can just browse the same document wherever you have uploaded and modify the content here itself.
Hmm.
Okay. So that I can see the document instead of resharing it again.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And over to Chandra Kumari.
ఫ్లష్ అవుట్ అయిందా
Can you please go on mute?
ఎప్పుడు పోయా
Okay. Harika. Harika is talking, I guess. Okay, Chandra Kumari. So this is your script. Any updates are required? I think yes, because the same thing that I have mentioned to Bhargav, the same representation we need to change. We need to change for scenario name, ID, and we need to make this consistency. And even prerequisites also, user should have mobile or desktop. User should have Google Chrome browser. You need to make this in a proper case format. Is one thing. And test case with valid details, go to URL, Facebook sign up page. Yeah, the same thing that you have to update here as well. Rest of the details I have reviewed almost all the functional test cases, guys. So functionality wise, almost you reach to 90%, but representation wise, I want you to make sure represent it very clearly without having any kind of formatting mistakes. Okay. And here there are few spell mistakes. Male or female is a spell mistake here. You need to change this and you need to make it in a proper case. Okay. So change it in every sheet. And one more thing, maintain the sheet names. This is something related to Facebook sign up, right? So give the sheet name as Facebook sign up. Sheet 2, this is something Facebook login. You can mark it as Facebook login.
ఓకే
Okay. Change these things and upload the same document here.
ఓకే
Harika, welcome. Harika, yeah, Harika, one main thing that I observed is that this one, when I open this document, I first observation is this one only. This looks something like odd thing, and the borders are also not completely looking good, and there are a lot of spell mistakes and proper case is also not available. Okay, you need to update all these things. Do one thing, whenever you design a document, just copy and paste the same point in Google. You'll come to know whether you have spell mistake or not. Or else if you are using Excel document, press F7, function key and F7, you'll get all the list of spell mistakes in your document.
ఓకే
Okay, so that you can modify those spell mistakes and you can upload it. Because nowadays everyone used to write these spellings in a WhatsApp chat messages format. It's not like that. Think that this is a test case where this is being used by the end user. Okay, just keep this in mind. End user is going to use this test case. We need to write the complete word and we need to write the complete sentence.
ఓకే
This is how we have to maintain. And that's what, even heading, this is center line, this is right aligned, this is right aligned, this is right aligned, but here also right aligned, there is a space. I hope you understand my point, right? Functionality wise, it's crystal clear, but whenever we check the representation and navigation format, it's not that much crystal clear when we talk about the user perspective. Okay, so
Okay.
update those things.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Venkata Ramesh, I think you have 2 documents.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. So here, application URL, sign in button, email address is one thing that we need to change the format. Second thing will be the test step number. So it is in bold, rest of the content is not in bold, that you need to change. Right? And then enter password, click on next button. Okay, this should be fine, but rest whatever the things that I said just now. Okay, so make sure
Okay,
that
sir.
you are going to maintain the same format, and here also this should be in a single order, single line order. Okay, these things you can update. Facebook sign up, open browser and pass the URL sign up. Okay, this looks fine, and here also the email address. Yeah, here and there I have observed this kind of stuff here in your documents. Make sure you are going to update that, because you mentioned here application should display the entered email address, but here the email address what you have given and the email address what you have given is not in a same format. And
Okay, sir.
phone number, if this is same, if the same name is there in the application, that should be fine. If not, update this one. I don't think so. No
Yes.
one will give phone num, so you can give phone number.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the updates that I have observed in your documents. So make sure you are going to update this and this borders as well. Okay,
Okay, sir.
update it and let me know. And functionality wise, it is extremely good, guys. I'm completely okay with the functional steps what you have mentioned, because this is required as part of analysis, as part of analytical things in the real time. But when it comes to representation, it is also important, right? So if you want to make some standard template in your real time work, it's very important for you to represent in such format. Okay, quotation.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Click on next. So these are the observations that I have made in your document. So here first, all these things are fine. Last point, you don't have the pointer and it starts with lowercase letter. And here
Okay,
also random things are available. First letter is starts with lowercase and this is not in a single format. So these things you have to change. Functionality wise, I'm okay with that. In all the cases, you have to update Koteshwara.
okay, sir.
Update it, and if you get a chance to work on Excel document, work on that and update there as well. Maybe I have this another document from your end.
Sir, I have no laptop, sir. Please.
Even in mobile also you can do, I guess. Just check it out if you have that possibility to explore.
Okay, sir.
You have that. So if you have that possibility, you can make use of it. But it will take a lot of time, and you should have patience, lot of patience to do that. Yeah, the same thing again, phone number,
Sir, thank you, sir.
the same thing, phone number, and you have to update Koteshwar Rao. And these are the documents. Okay, I don't know, the same thing that I observed even in Konka Venkatramesh. So update here also, whatever the observations that I have mentioned, the label names and the field names, what you are seeing, what you have highlighted, highlight is fine, but the naming convention should also be in a proper thing. Okay. And then over to Madhavi. Okay. Here also the same thing. Step number. It's in a bold format, other are not in. So remove that bold format for step number, and it should be in a proper case. Always the sentence first letter should start with uppercase letter, guys. It should be in a proper case. It should not be in lowercase. And this is right aligned and this is center aligned, and the functionality wise also, if you can should be able to access, user should be able to access THE the application in a specific browser, in a specified browsers. Yeah. So the application, fine. Spell mistakes you need to update, and
Okay.
here this is something different. Click on next button. What is going to happen if you click on next button? You need to add here, enter date of birth in the field. Application should display the gender details page. This will display after you click on next button, maybe, or else you have to give this. Expected result is not provided clearly, Madhavi. Maybe you have to change.
Okay.
And this is the sheet name refers to sign in, but your test case refers to sign up. So even that has to be changed. Okay. Purchase a product using UPI. Search, select the required product, add to cart, go to cart. By click on cart icon. Click on checkout. The same format issues you have to update.
Okay.
You should be able to select required payment option. User should be able to select one of the UPI app. Able to select UPI page. User should be able to see the UPI homepage. Product price displayed. User should be able to see the product price, 4-digit pin, order placed. Yeah, this is correct, but maybe this is something like up and down. You can just change the steps here.
Okay.
Here you can check the spell mistake. Sandals, DELS, I'm not sure. You need to change it. Click on buy now, select the address, payment, submit valid card details. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Again, the format you have to change.
Okay.
Okay. Update these
Okay.
things and share the document again.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Nagaratnam. Okay. Here it should start with uppercase and sign up should be highlighted. Here create account should be highlighted. And then enter first name, surname, date of birth, gender, mobile number, set password for our Facebook account. Okay, maybe this one you need to check again in the Facebook sign up page and update it if required. Add mail address, click on sign up button. Maybe at that click also you should start with uppercase. Should displays the Facebook account created page. Here once you used expected result should display the Facebook account created page is fine, but actual result you should not use this one. It should not start with should. Whether it displays the sign up page or not, what is the actual thing it has happened, you have to mention. It's not actual data, it should be actual result. And even the format issues also you have to update here in the document. Click on edit profile, select your profile pic, upload from gallery, add bio, add workplace. Okay, save button, profile. Here again, profile has been updated. This is not the expected result, this is the actual result. The meaning of your sentence will refer to whether it is actual or expected result. Here you are saying profile has been updated, that means it is updated already. So it is updated already means that's the actual thing, but what is your expectation? Application should update the profile as per the user modifications. Okay, maybe Nagaratnam, are you available today? No, she's not available. That's fine. So Arun Kumar, you can remove the colon, Arun, here.
That was different, sir. On first day I was prepared this WhatsApp and I was included in it.
Is this the one?
Sir.
Okay, fine. Google. Okay, you can use this Play Store as an app. You can add one more here. Play Store is not an app. It's an sorry, Play Store is not a browser. It's an application, right? You can add one more field here, app, and you can add Play Store and App Store.
Okay.
Application should be open. Okay. This one, click on enter first name and last name. So update the label names, update it to proper case. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, here also the same thing. Format you need to make sure. And here one point I observed, mobile number should be 10 digits and should be valid. The password should be strong. It should be with least 6 characters. Age, okay, maybe not in your document, I guess. Log into Facebook and update the profile information and save it. Yeah, this one numbering you have to change. Okay, I understand. Got it. Okay, and they should be in a proper case, Arun. Second one and third point, and even third point numbering format also you need to change. Update profile. Tell people about your profile and click on save. And what is this? Maybe you have to refine this point.
Okay, sir.
And what is this? ENING. Listening. Okay, it's not okay. Okay, I understand. Not required, but format wise, you need to change.
Okay, sir.
Mm. Okay. Go to menu, all profiles. Yeah. Flipkart. The same thing you need to change. Remove comma here. And the same thing again. There is one business rule I observed in one of the document, guys. User have right to add here, add here. This is something where you need to think about. I didn't understand. User have right to add. What is this? ARER or skip and continue. Check this one once.
Okay, sir.
Okay, maybe this is something contradicting my functionality, which I'm not able to understand. It's not my functionality, I can say application related thing. Compose new email. Okay, CC add subject. Yeah, write a message. This is fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Arun, update those format issues, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Here also the same point again. Update the format issues and make your test case in a proper case format, Pooja.
Okay, sir.
Okay. In all the test cases, same issue, Pooja. So you need to update that format issues and you need to update that spellings. Okay. Spellings in the sense, it's not pure spell mistakes, I can say, guys, but the format is very important whenever you are representing that. Okay. Starts with proper case, starts with uppercase, and end the statement with some period symbols and all. Make sure you have to perform those kind of activities. Log into FB. It's not FB. Test procedure. It's a Facebook. You can use the complete word. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Test results. Test procedure. I would say only one test case here. Sign up.
No, sir. The all. I have submitted all.
You submitted all. Okay, maybe
Yes.
that was
Yes.
missing. Just check with once again. I could see only one Pradeep Facebook. Only one I have here. Check with them once again, or else if you are not able to get it, keep all the cases in one folder and upload it to Drive.
Okay.
Mm,
Sir, I have already all submitted, sir.
maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe they
Sir,
have seen your name and they have uploaded the first document, I guess. Don't worry, maybe those documents are with them. If just check with them, if they have, they can upload. Otherwise,
first of all,
you can just copy all the test cases in one folder and you can send them again.
yes, sir. I have one folder, sir. I have submitted, sir.
Okay.
But first of all, I have submitted the one folder, next folder, the one
No,
folder is submitted, sir.
maybe Pradeep, that's what, maybe that's somehow missed. We don't know. Just check
Okay.
with your lead or the person who shared. Okay. Maybe
Okay.
if they are not able to, just call them and
Okay.
upload the same complete folder whatever you have again once again, so that
Okay. Sir.
we can see it. Okay.
Okay.
But meanwhile, before uploading whatever the format issues that I just said, update those things and let me know.
Okay. Sir.
Could not, maybe why I'm not able to see Pratyusha's document. I don't know why. This file is password protected, Pratyusha. I think somehow you need to change that. Why it is taking this much time to load? Ah. Okay, so the format again, Pravalika. This test data looks fine, but update the field names. So here, and is not required with uppercase. Okay, and don't use red color when you are designing the test case. Red color text indicates that it's an escalation.
Okay.
Okay, and prerequisites, PRE, and there is no prerequisite here. Make sure you are going to provide at least one prerequisite for every test case. For sign up, application should be up and running. Here we have given, no?
Yeah.
Okay, and the text should be right aligned. Always the text should be right aligned, not with the center aligned. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, keep the borders in a consistent format. Okay, and if the text, so see here the observation, when we open the document, clearly it is showcasing this is background color, this doesn't have, and this is having. Okay, and this doesn't have steps at all. Maybe this was one step behind, I guess. Okay, instead of heading test step description, the first step has moved to this one.
Okay.
Update all those things, Pravalika.
Okay, sir.
Sri Chandana Yadav. Okay. Facebook sign up. The same again format issue. I don't know why. The same thing that you guys have followed for all the persons in the group. The same format issue. I don't have any complaints on the functionality perspective, but I have a lot of representation issues which I'm observing. So that's what one of the important thing is, when you want to come to next line in a single cell, you can click on alt and enter button, so that it will come to next line. If you can give the space, this is going to happen.
Okay, sir.
See, observe it, right?
Yes, sir.
Done. And remove these spaces, extra spaces, and enter valid details, and give this in a proper case. All the steps should be in a proper case. Okay.
Okay,
So, and the sheets also, whatever you are going to mention, either give the sheet names or make it in a numbering format. Here you can see first sheet, and then fourth, and then 2, and then 3. Instead of that 1, 2, 3, 4, keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, or else give the names of your test case.
Okay.
Or else at least you can give the test case IDs. Whatever the test case ID that you have given here, you can give that ID here.
Okay, sir.
That should be fine. Even those IDs are random, that should be fine. But whenever you are giving numbering format, that should be in a proper format. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Srinivas. Comparatively, I see less mistakes in Srinivas document, even in format also. Srinivas, review each and every sheet again one more time, and whatever the observations that I have said to other people, make sure you are going to update if any updates are required in your sheets. Okay. If Srinivas is available. Maybe Suman, I think even I'm seeing
Yeah, good morning,
password
sir.
protected. Yeah, password protected file it is.
Oh, sir, actually, I don't know how to share document like this format. I save as a PDF.
Okay, but
Something
you
is
shared it
like
as
that.
Excel, right?
Yes.
But I could see Excel here. Yeah.
It's a PDF file, sir. Google. I share it as a Google Drive.
You shared it in a PDF. I don't see here. It is showing it as XLSX.
Okay.
Maybe that's one of the main reason. Even another person in your team, I'm facing the same issue, right? Even that girl also sent like PDF format, I guess.
Yes.
Pratyusha. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Pratyusha. Right?
Yes, sir.
So check that document whether you can be able to convert it into Excel. There are a lot of online portals. Convert that to Excel. Maybe even if that is PDF, you need to share it in a folder. I think if you can share that in a folder, we'll be able to see that.
Okay, sir.
Or else do one thing,
Okay.
convert that PDF into Word document.
Okay, sir.
You can share that Word document at least.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I don't think so. Ram Chetty, Vamshi, Shiva Gopi. There are a lot of things that you have to update, man. Step numbers are not proper. You need to update all the step numbers. Sheet numbers are also not consistent. You need to update that. And one thing that I can say positive note is the step names, whatever the description that you have given is a proper case. That I'm happy. Rest of the things you need to update a lot here. Update it everything, and don't give these all these things. Okay, it should display. You can just mention, click on update profile button. So click on update profile button and modify the required data. You can complete the sentence here.
Okay.
So if you can give this one, click on update profile button, what is going to happen is the expected result that user can expect here. But here what you have given, click on update profile button, and then you are saying that add these details.
Okay.
Understand? Click on update profile button and update and modify the required information. You can just list down all these things. Okay. And as a next step, you can give click on save. Click on save will not come here.
Okay.
And in the expected result and in the actual result, don't give this one because this looks very odd. And you can give just single line statement. Application should accept the modifications performed by the user and display the modified data. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So update all these things here. Yeah, in all the sheets you have to update that numbering and you have to update those things. Okay.
Okay.
Jahir, I think Jahir, is he available?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jahir. Okay. Open. Keep it as a right align, Jahir, here.
Okay, sir.
And okay. So use same color format.
Okay, sir.
Another thing. Rest of the things I don't see any updates required for these documents. Okay. But if you want to just go through this when compare with the format and all. When you are doing with other sheets, you can just update it. Functionality wise, I already reviewed everyone's document. Those looks fine. Format thing, whatever I just mentioned to your one, update those things, Jahir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this one is fine. Compose email. Gmail should be on working. Gmail should be up and running. You can mention. Users should sign up before sign in to Gmail. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
these things you can minute things you can update. Files have been displayed. Okay. So files have been, instead of displayed, you can say select the document you want to upload. It shows what files you have in your device. Files have been displayed. Okay, this should be fine. On upload up. Updation has done internally. No, you instead of that you can make use of this point. Updation has done internally. Don't use this one. The files has been uploaded successfully. You can mention.
Okay, sir. I will continue it.
Yeah. Even this is also fine. Only those things, sign into Amazon, these things you have to change. Those things you can do your modifications. And here products,
Okay, sir.
it shows product spell mistake again. Here add, it shows the address, I guess, deliver address. Maybe somehow it has been misplaced. Change it. Okay, in this also the same products. You have to change the thing. Okay, so check those
Okay,
spell
sir.
mistakes and update, Zahir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and we have two more. Naveen. It has all disturbed. Huh? Okay, Naveen, first thing, change the number. Okay, change it into proper case. Okay, this one, especially 6th point and 12th point.
Okay, sir.
8th point as well.
Okay.
Okay, and even prerequisites also. And even here browsers Google Chrome underscore edge, it's not underscore, it's a comma. Underscore means it's a complete one word only.
Okay.
Okay, change that. Okay, author, don't give it as QT. You can give it your name.
Okay.
QT I just mentioned from
Okay,
where
sir.
I'm representing.
Okay, sir.
In all the documents it is the same, so I just referred this one now.
Okay.
And even this one also you need to update the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
So this one, line spacing, so this test step number, it's not steps number. So this one, this length of this one is very big when compared to this one, right? So what you can do is you can just copy this one and you can paste it in the sheet, and you can write the test case so that it will display, the view will be consistent.
Okay.
Okay, all I can see is format issues, Naveen. Update everywhere wherever it is applicable. Okay, and
Okay,
upload the same documents, the drive again.
Okay.
Okay, Sahita, change password functionality. User must have Facebook credentials. Log into Facebook. Okay. save change. Here expected result is not there. Here also expected result is not available. So update the expected results. Sahita. What is select top right of Facebook? Select user profile at top right corner of the Facebook login page. You can mention. Is Sahita available? Maybe not. Fine. I think I can. Sahita available. So change this one, Sahita, whatever the point that I have mentioned here. This is not the correct format. Okay. Format issues are I'm not seeing, but the sentence wise formation you have to change. And even this one, compose mail, COMPOSC only. Change that spell mistakes and change the sentence here and change password functionality. Okay, even in the rest of the documents also same thing. Update those areas where you need to change the statements to proper case and let me know. Okay. So that's all from my end, guys. Thanks for your assignments completion and all. Whoever is pending still, talk to your leads and upload here. And whatever the format issues I said just now, update those format issues and correct the format and update the sentences wherever it is required. And let me know if you need any support from my end. If you want to recap the content related to test case and all, we'll see it in next session. Okay, so Selenium IDE we started today. So if you have time to get it into the practice level, download Selenium IDE and start your practice from today onwards. It's an open source. It will be available 24/7. Okay. And tomorrow I'll continue with the rest of the options in Selenium IDE.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You